Yo, what's good, y'all? Make sure you guys join the Discord. We're doing a combine giveaway at 1,000 Discord members. It's going to be a huge, huge celebration. I want you guys there. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the video. Yo, what's good, y'all? Today we're going to be going over my $366 loss. It was a pretty good loss today, honestly. I wouldn't be too upset over it if I were to take it another day. And I think that the liquidity was good, the setup was good, the delivery just didn't truly play out the way I wanted it to, and we were just truly chopping around. So I'm gonna go over this right here, right now. Um, so to start off the day, we had ended up creating A plus level here with a 1 hour swing high inside of a 1 hour gap. All right, and that was also simultaneously London high on ES. So we're gonna move NQ over and focus strictly on ES. So we have let's get this a little bit more, let me make this a little bit more obvious for you guys. We have a 1 hour fair value gap, right? And then we have a 1 hour swing high protruding inside of that fair value gap. So as we are approaching this level, I am hoping to look for a reversal from this level. I'm looking for shorts from this level, right, guys? So we had this level that seemed very important to us, and let's just break down how I ended up executing at this level. So market opens here, we end up fizzling around a little bit, and sooner rather than later, we get the sweep. Let's show you guys what happens with the sweep on the 1 minute. I have one issue with the trade I took today, and that was that it was not a balanced price range. It was not a BPR. So that means it was not, let me get rid of this gap now. It was not an overlapping fair value gap on top of an overlapping fair value gap. Okay, because you have a candle, 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 then you create your gap, then you have a candle, then another candle that inverses. It was the second candle after the fair value gap was created that inversed, not the first one after the fair value gap. Usually we want it to be the first one, but I liked the volume and I liked the liquidity we had reacted off of, so I took the inverse on this second non-BPR candle, correct? Stops were right there. I was up about 2 to 1 on this. I would say I had gotten a little bit of a better feel too. I was up about 2 to 1 on this, and I had saw an insane surge on NQ. I'll show you what I saw on NQ. I saw an insane surge on the road as I was trading. I was trading on the road. I had to do something for a family member. Uh, I saw this, not that. We'll get to that later. I saw this. I remember it. It was a 47 point candle, 35 point candle, and a 50 point candle. I'm sorry, I was reading the wrong thing. 30 point candle, 22 point candle, and a 43 point candle. It was massive. It was huge. And when I first saw this candle, I knew it was probably not looking too good, but I had made a rule with myself that no more break evens will be placed in my program, at least. Obviously it's easy to say in hindsight, you should have put a break even at the 2 to 1, you should have did this, you should have did that, but I'm trying to work on sticking to the plan and just making sure that everything that I'm doing follows suits and what helps me succeed. So I decided that break even is no longer going to be a part of my strategy. Obviously in regular situations, like usually in the past I would have definitely went break even, but this time it comes to bite me back in the ass. So we'll see how it'll play out. Definitely gonna continue forward testing it. I'm gonna continue forward testing it, and yeah, I really don't have a problem with this trade at all. I want to go over another trade though. I want to go over another trade that one of my friends took. It was a great, 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 great trade. Shout out One Take Off. It was a great trade that I had seen. It was obviously this trade right here, so I'm gonna go over once again. We have a high time frame fair value gap, correct? We have a high time frame fair value gap, and within that fair value gap is a swing low. So the lows adjacent to it, the lows left and right to it are above it. So this low is above that low, and that low is above that low, which creates a protruding swing low, correct? Let's mark out that swing low inside of that high time frame gap, and then let's go see what happens when we test liquidity. We went and tested liquidity. I was on the road still as I had seen this trade, so I couldn't truly take it. It was very far up the range as well. I couldn't, I couldn't find the right way to risk manage into it. And I also had taken the loss. If I would have went break even or not taken the prior trade at all, I probably would have ended up entering and executing this trade right here. But it's all good. There's nothing to be upset about. I like my execution today. So obviously we have our 1 hour gap right here. 1 hour swing low right here was a 7 o'clock swing low. Swept it at 10 a.m. We got our 3 minute BPR. You can use the 1 through 5 minutes time frame to find your BPR and execute from there. The lower, the quicker, which obviously, but I like to enter 1 through 5. So once we get our BPR entry, you end up taking it right there. 50-point stops, depending on what you're risking. I like that. I like 50-point stops. You definitely go down to let me turn this off. Definitely go down to MNQ if you can. Not if you can. Probably should. Um, this would be a very interesting NQ trade, and yeah, it's a simple 1 to 2 right there. Obviously, you're not sitting to take 1 to 2s, but 50-point stop loss, 100 points, right where the 930 sell off begins. Yeah, it's a good TP to have. So this ended up going 300 points. So it's a pretty good trade. Once again, the model shows itself, it shows its face. Um, and just a takeaway from this is to honestly don't let bad days overtake, your whole attitude and your whole mindset. I took a good trade, didn't go my way. I risk managed well. $366 is truly nothing times 5 accounts. That sounds crazy, but when you do this for a long time, you start to get the hang of it. You start to get a company and not company accustomed to what you need to do to succeed in this field, and you start to get more comfortable with the losses because you understand that even though you've taken a loss, overall you're going to be profitable with a certain model because you've backtested it and you've gained confidence with it. I'm down 366 on the month. Down 366 on the month. The month just started. I think I'll be up around 4K. I'll say $4,000 times 5 accounts. I'm hoping so. I know with the model we can do that. So all I need is really 3 trades. That's so realistic. Super excited for this month. Super excited for this year. Super excited for the career. Um, and I want to thank you guys for tuning in. More videos coming soon. Catch up with y'all.